Dela write my MVVs. Welcome. Could it be why Adetutu warned me against adding garden egg on our list? But my problem with Adetutu is that she speaks in riddles. They say, Dr. Sapphire continued to lament over this thing with garden egg here, garden egg there. Now, they say the entire week there's been this, drama with garden egg here and garden egg there. Now, they say there is a farmer who cultivates garden egg in very large quantity. They carry in bags inside pickup to go and sell right there in Osun State. Now, they said her garden egg is good and, she makes a lot of money from the garden egg. So what happened, was it on Tuesday also? They said Dr. Sapphire and Adetutu had gone that way. Okay, they went there to in fact they were buying things. So when they got to that very local street, they made the driver to drive them inside because they were using a Hilux vehicle, right? Inside that farm. It's not too far from Ife there. Like they drove inside them. So they had not reached the farm. They were wondering if the vehicle would be able to enter that place because the road was very, very dark. The road is very, very bad. They said while they were going, Adetutu tapped on Dr. Sapphire and asked Dr. Sapphire if this is the garden egg farm that she is saying by the left. But when Adetutu looked at the garden egg farm, when Dr. Sapphire looked by the left, Dr. Sapphire said, according to what we heard, Dr. Sapphire did not see anything. Everything that Dr. Sapphire saw was what they call a leaf that is called independent leaf. I don't know if you guys know that leaf. They say is a plant, okay, that grows everywhere on its own. That local people, if you have a cut, a wound inside a farm, they will squeeze it and it serves as a first aid. So when Adetutu said, is this the garden egg farm that I'm saying by the left, okay? Why are all the garden eggs bad? That was what Adetutu said. But when Sapphire looked, Sapphire did not see anything. When others looked, they didn't see anything. They asked the driver, okay? Odo, they said the driver's name is Odo. They asked the driver, Odo, look at the left. Is there a garden egg farm there? That did not see. Odo said, no, what we have here is independent grass, okay? And so Adetutu looked again, and Adetutu was seeing everything garden egg farm, but all the garden eggs were bad. Adetutu was telling the driver that they should turn around and let them go back. That why are they coming to a farm that has bad garden eggs to come and buy garden egg? Everybody looked and they did not see anything. Now, because Adetutu had spoken that they saw bad garden egg, they now thought that it was a sign, like some kind of premonition. Is it called premonition? Premonition. Oh, well, you can correct me. Okay, so they should turn. So that was how they turned around and they started going. That was the first encounter they had with this garden egg drama, right? That was between Dr. Sapphire and Adetutu. So now when they made their list from that farm, so they had to pass through a major market to see if they can see a garden egg in large quantity to buy. And as they were going, they said they even saw garden eggs, plenty garden eggs. And Adetutu was saying that all the garden eggs were bad. Meanwhile, the garden eggs were okay. And so she Adetutu knew that it was a message. She was seeing something, but she told Dr. Sapphire. Dr. Sapphire said that Adetutu should stop seeing things. And they just played and laughed about it. But they said that night, on Tuesday night, Adetutu went and met with the great lion and told the great lion that the great lion should please tell them not to add garden egg in the list, okay? Garden egg. But Adetutu did not mention kola nut or bitter cola or pepper cola. Okay, Adetutu did not mention all of those. Okay, she only talked about garden egg. And so the great lion say, well, why would they not add garden egg? That they know that garden egg is a major, stuff, as in traditional item that they used to welcome people and they give to guests. And Adetutu didn't know how to explain it, but she said she kept seeing bad garden egg, and so they just waved it aside like that. And then that very Tuesday afternoon, they said the jewel also called asked Dr. Sapphire that are they going to add garden egg in the list? And Dr. Sapphire said, yes, what is it? And so she said nothing. Later, this the jewel said, well, she does not know what's up with that. She saw that 7 people who went into the forest, okay, with Adetutu were discovered by, and they all had garden egg in their mouth, like blocking their mouth even from breathing or anything. They all cried. They cried on the ground with garden egg in their mouth. So when this whole thing came up now, that Yanifa talked about garden egg again, Adetutu now realized what had been happening, because the entire week it's been a week of garden egg. What is going on with garden egg? I mean, Sapphire now realized what has been happening with this garden egg drama. Everybody talking about garden egg. So all of those signs that they were getting was coming from this thing that was about to happen. So basically, what is about to happen in front, like they were seeing it in just short clips here and there. Okay, it's not like they didn't make meaning out of it. Adetutu was very skeptical and unhappy about the fact that at the end of the day they added garden egg to that list. But you know that Adetutu, though a seer, is not somebody who has been in the palace forever. It will not be good, according to her. She said it will not be good for her to want to force her own opinion on others who have been in the palace and who already know that garden egg is very important in events like this, and that was why she allowed it to go. And the great lion told Adetutu, no, next time you cannot be saying you don't want to make it seem as if you want to force your opinion on people who have been here. That this has got to do with something that is very, very important, and you speak it out. You tell us exactly what you are saying. Because Adetutu was very unhappy. They said the whole of that Tuesday, she was very, very unhappy. And her unhappiness was coming from the fact that they added garden egg on that list. Yes, so this is what we are hearing daily, right? I'm going to bring you more update. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.